Hi everybody, so glad you're with us for this week's episode. It's pouring rain right now in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Right there is the beach. That's the Atlantic Ocean at Myrtle Beach, and most people don't realize how good the fishing is right out there. We're going to expose that on this week's episode and explain to you what live bottoms are. They're not what you think. They're the fishy kind. Glad you're with us. Going to be an exciting half hour coming up. Fox Sports Outdoors is on the air right now.
You're watching the only program with weekly fishing reports and real-time outdoor news from the Southwest region. This is Fox Sports Outdoors.
Hi everybody, so glad you're with us today. We're coming to you from the famous Myrtle Beach, South Carolina boardwalk. Right behind me, all the games and shows and rides and attractions, and it's pouring sheets of rain right now. Right here behind me, we've got your t-shirt shop. We got your airbrushed tattoo parlor right here if you want to get you a temporary tattoo. We've got your funnel cakes and corn dogs and french fries and all those unhealthy foods right here. Lots of people eating those. Right there is the famous Myrtle Beach giant Ferris wheel. You'll never get me on that thing, but it's there for you if you want to come here. We are here not to enjoy all these rides and attractions, but to go fishing, if you can believe that. Most people don't realize how great the fishing is 50 feet that direction in the Atlantic Ocean. On this week's episode, we're taking our Blazer Bay 2420 GTS 16 miles out in the Atlantic to what's called live bottoms. Now we're going to explain to you what that is, but in short, it's a place where all the fish in the ocean are attracted to one spot. Captain E, Inglis Glover, our Southeast reporter for the Carolinas, is going to jump on the Blazer Bay with us. We're going to target Kingfish and Cobia on this week's episode. And while we're out there, we're taking you around your local region for all of your fishing reports from your backyard, both fresh and saltwater, from our insider reporters. Right now, we go down the road, get the Blazer Bay launched in the Atlantic Ocean. We get things started back at the FSN studios with your weekend planner.
If you have a choice, fish early this weekend because Saturday is your best option. The Salooner tables are listing game fish activity for the day as excellent, with peak times forecast to begin at 3:12 a.m. and 3:36 p.m. Look for the sun to rise at 6:22 and set at 8:39. And evenings will feature a moon that is 94% visible. Stay with us for freshwater and coastal fishing information from around the region. Plus, I'll return with 2015 Bassmaster Classic champion Casey Ashley for this week's Ask the Pro question. We're coming right back.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Lew's. Feel the difference. Gene LaRue and Bobby Garland. We know bass and crappie from heads to tails. Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Plan your fishing vacation and catch the details at orangebeach.com/fishing. And by Glacier Glove. Stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades.
Oh, I can see him out there. That's a good fish, whatever that is.
That's a nice fish.
I don't know what it is, but I saw a big silver flash.
I did too.
What are we in? Almost 60 feet of water right now, which is a lot deeper water than we've been fishing. Here's a fish. Oh.
Not running with it.
He's got it. He's got it. That's a fish, Inglis.
All right, here I'll get these cleared for you.
That's a fish on right there. Oh, I can see him out there. That's a good fish, whatever that is.
That's a nice fish.
I don't know what it is, but I saw a big silver flash.
I did too.
All right, well, let me tell you what's cool about this. We're out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we are not far offshore. We're actually about 14 miles offshore, and we actually started off the boarding up shallower, in closer to the beach, and we were catching a lot of kingfish, but they were really small ones. They're these little,
I'd say 3 to 7 pounders, just barely legal fish.
Sure. But so we made a little move. What are we fishing here?
This live bottom in particular is basically, it's part of a ledge system that runs along here. And what has happened is you get that crystallized sand on the bottom that forms a harder rock, and you can get growth on it, seagrasses and things of that nature, which therefore obviously promote life. You're going to have bait fish and stuff. There we go.
You got it. Boy, that's a good one there.
That's a nice one there,
Look
buddy.
at there.
That's a lot bigger there.
Yeah.
You don't even want to see how close this one came to coming off the hook. which is the fun of a king mackerel.
Okay, the hooks are clear.
All right.
Let's show them what a
Come
good
here,
king.
buddy. Watch those teeth. Whatever you do, watch those teeth.
Look at that.
There you go.
Nice king. How about that?
Way to go, Barry. There we go. Good one there. Good one, good one. I'm telling you, that's a, 12, 15 pounder. A lot bigger.
Can I hold
nice
it?
fish.
Think I can hold
Most
it?
definitely. Get in there.
I've never held one before. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Just remember, like I said, watch out for those teeth.
There's my first good kingfish right there. Look at that. Look at those teeth right there. Look at those sharp teeth. Unbelievable.
You drove all the way out here and put the pressure on me. He wanted to catch a real nice kingfish and then wanted to catch a cobia. Now we got to go figure out the cobia part.
All right, here you go, buddy. Way to go.
Good job.
All right, buddy, we got a better one.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with your Fox Sports Outdoor Report. We're going to talk Louisiana and we're talking saltwater fishing. I tell you what, we're in the summertime pattern right now, full swing all along the Louisiana coast. I tell you what, down in Hopedale, Bretonstown area, lots of trout. Out on the long rocks, live shrimp under a cork seem to be best. Redfish up in the marsh. A little bit closer to home here on Calcasieu. You can see we're doing pretty good when the wind doesn't blow and it doesn't rain. Lots of redfish, flounder, and trout to get caught. Live shrimp under a cork, best there. Tell you what, bass fishing. To lead a bend right now, fish early, fish late, or fish at night. Top waters, buzz baits, and dark plastic worms. I tell you what, long points, 12 to 20 feet of water, working them points at night. With that Texas rig, you catch some big bass. There's been several 10-pounders caught. For Old Cajun Phil, Captain Kevin Broussard saying happy fishing, may God bless, and we're going to see you next week.
There we go. Nice king.
Oh, come on.
Beautiful. Oh, look here, look here.
Hey! All right.
Oh,
You got him?
here we go. I got one on my lose rod.
Yep.
All right. He screamed literally about a third of that spool. So what I did, I brought an experimental rod and reel to use. I just wanted to see if I could catch one of these good offshore type fish on this Lew's TP1 inshore rod and a brand new reel that's coming out. It's a Lew's Super Duty 300. It's a beefed up saltwater version of the Lew's Super Duty. It's got brass gears, it's got porch drain holes to drain the salt water out of it. It's got a big fighting handle on it. Inglis, if someone wants to come do this and catch these kingfish, it is a time sensitive deal in that if you want to catch it at its peak, there's only 2 times of the year, right?
It's really a time sensitive deal in the sense, this time of the year, like I said, mid-May up through the end of June is a really good time to come down.
Okay.
It is. You've got your vacationers here already, but it's a great time for them to go. Also, late September and the entire month of October is probably some of the best in that we get a bigger class of fish, throughout the coast. We've got bigger class of fish inshore, nearshore, offshore, just bigger fish in the fall.
You got him, big boy. 2 hands. 2 hands on the fish at all times.
2 hands on the fish at all times. And look where he was hooked.
Right
Not
under
in the mouth.
There we go. Look at that.
There we go.
There's one on my Super Duty 300, my TP1 inshore. Right there. There's a nice king. He wants to go back really bad.
Yeah, he does.
So we're going to let him. Back he goes, buddy. Turn over and away.
Way
And down he swims
goes.
under the boat.
Yep.
There we go.
It was really wonderful seeing so many families and organizations take advantage of the recent Father's Day celebrations to get some guys on the water that haven't been fishing in a while. As you can see here, these gentlemen really enjoyed an outing to a local neighborhood pond in northeastern Oklahoma. We have ponds exactly like this all across the state, and you need to be taking advantage of those right now because the fish are biting. And exactly what these guys are doing is a great combination to use for fishing in these ponds. Use a small red wiggler worm. You can buy them or you can dig them yourself. Use a number size 6 long shank gold Aberdeen hook because that's easy to get out of the smaller fish, and then just a bobber about 1 inch in diameter. I wouldn't put that bait more than about 18, 20 inches underneath that bobber and fish it close to the shoreline. That's where you're most activity is for those sunfish and bass right now. It doesn't really matter what species you catch or how big they are, and the excursion doesn't have to be a long one. It's more about getting out there and having a lot of fun, and it's fun for people of all ages. If you haven't taken somebody fishing in a while, get them back on the water, or if you want to introduce somebody to the sport for the very first time, it's hard to beat these neighborhood ponds. We all know that fishing is fun. We like seeing that bobber dance around on top of the water and go under, and something come in on the other end of that line. They're fun to catch, but you can't catch them if you don't get them.
Hey Barry, here, fish on.
All right, this one's yours.
Wow, I tell you what, this thing exploded on this bait.
Have you seen the fish to see
Oh,
what it is
boy,
yet?
yeah.
He's coming up to the top, whatever it is.
Yep, look.
There we go, nice king.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Beautiful.
That's, all right, Barry, here we go.
I got the rod.
All right. All right, come here, buddy. Here, all right, both hooks are in the mouth. There we
There's
go.
the fish, this way.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Nice king right there.
Yep, that's a good one there. Yep. Hold on to him so those razor sharp teeth don't go towards you.
Yep. All right,
I'll
let's
get
get him
him
loose and get him back in the water.
Yeah, I'll get him off here.
There we go, we got it.
Yep.
All right, let's let him swim gently back. This is a good day for a kingfish to get caught
Yes,
by us,
sir,
isn't it?
it
Because
is.
they get turned loose. And there's the patented English glover.
Off to the races, kick. Come on.
See you later there, buddy. And there he goes.
There he goes.
Swimming
Good
away.
job.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Motor Guide's new wireless and easy-to-use XI3. XI batteries powering the world forward. Waypoint Marine, the Gulf Coast's leading saltwater boating specialist. And Strike King, designed by the pros, fished by you.
That's a big cobia.
That is a monster cobia.
Boy, this is one of the toughest fish I have ever fought. Oh, listen.
Finally,
There we go.
Oh, nice fish. Wow, he just came out and reached the water. Yeah.
What, they'll jump?
Yeah, he jumped. Oh yeah, he came out.
I didn't know kingfish would jump.
A lot of times they attack them. They'll attack the bait from the air.
It's really cool. You're out in the middle of nowhere and you would think, how in the world are you going to find a needle in a haystack with finding these little spots that are holding these kingfish? I'll actually show you the spaghetti strings on my graph of all the little places we've doubled back. And these charter captains and these guides are really smart, and they figure out where the bottom contour drops or comes up off the bottom, or where there's vegetation growing down off the bottom on what they call a live bottom. Yeah, it's a big cobia.
That is a monster cobia.
Boy, this is one of the toughest fish I've ever fought. I've been on this fish for about 30 minutes so far. We've had to shorten this down a lot for television purposes. And this fish, I just can't do much with it. I'm keeping a light drag on him. I'm trying to play him down, and he's just not giving up. Well, here we go. Got him! Oh man!
Got him. All right,
Got
here
it.
we go.
Look at this.
Here we go.
Caught the giant cobia. Yeah,
Wow.
baby.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Good job, Barry. Great fight, buddy.
Man, we're going to let him calm down there for a little while in that net. Oh.
Good job, my friend.
Okay. Let me
I'm so
tell
proud of you.
An hour and 10 minutes later, this happened. What a fish, dude. You want to see if you can get the hook out of it?
Yeah, I am. And
Watch your legs.
I am. Wow. Only the jig hanging in his mouth. That was it. No,
That's perfect.
Didn't have the trailer hook in there.
That's perfect. Let's at least get her on her side so they can see
the
what
stripes.
a beautiful
All
the
right.
stripes down the side so you can get about the tail.
There we go.
Look at here. So I'll pull that net away from its head a little bit.
Now I'll tell you a cool story is too, as you're fighting them, you notice he was brighter. She was brighter on the white on the sides was brighter. When you got them on the end of the line, they're stressed out. All that gets a lot brighter. Now it'll start getting darker, but
Right. You snap a couple of pictures of me?
yeah. Here. All right. Perfect, Barry.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna lay her back in the net.
Okay.
and gently lift her over the side here. Put that fish back. What a deal. She's coming right at us.
Look at there.
Look at that. And right, she goes right under the boat. Dude, I had no idea that cobia fought that hard.
They are. They're an incredible, I told you, a formidable foe, and that was a perfect fish for your first cobia.
Man, how long do you think that fish was?
I'm thinking somewhere 40, 42 inches, plenty legal.
36 to be legal.
36 on the inside of the fork and 41 inches overall. So
Okay.
you can, there's two different lengths, and I don't know why they did that with the cobia, but a great fish.
Hi folks, this week's Lone Star Lakes is brought to you once again by the good folks at Fiberworks Marine Collision. They'll do the work for you, you'll love it, it'll look like brand new, and they'll knock it out as fast as they possibly can. Now this week we're going to talk a little bit about hot summertime fishing, and one of my favorite things to do in the hot summertime is to fish some of our great Texas rivers. The Brazos, the Trinity, and the Guadalupe are three that I love to fish. We're going to start with the Guadalupe because that's where you can catch the Texas state fish, the Guadalupe bass. Use your road runners or rooster tails or other small spinning baits, throw them upstream, bring them back with the current, look for eddies, that's where the fish will be hiding. Now in the Brazos you can catch largemouth bass the same way, throwing upstream, come down with the current just past the eddies where you see logs or rocks creating a current break. The fish will hide the eddy, run out and ambush your lures. You're going to need to use a little something bigger for those largemouths. And finally, the Trinity. Some of the lower Trinity has some great alligator gar fishing. You'll use chunks of chicken on huge catfish rods with 100-pound braided line and big treble hooks. Please treat these fish with respect. Release them when you're done. They're practically prehistoric. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by Fiberworks Marine Collision. Check us out, Lone Star Lakes on Facebook.
Hey folks, Captain Greg Verm here with this week's Fox Southwest Outdoors Report. Well, the weather has been a factor all along the upper Texas coast. Here in Galveston, high winds up to 30 miles per hour, along with lots of rain, has been keeping us fishing the back lakes. Halls Bayou, New Bayou, Chocolate, Greens, and Karankawa have been great places to hide from the winds and hook into some quality reds and flounder. Now looking forward, once this weather system passes, be looking for main bay reefs such as Hannah's and Peppers to be holding lots of specks. These areas will have the higher salinity levels, and trout are going to be there. Also, Galveston North and South Jetty will be home to speckled trout running from the freshwater runoff. I just talked to Captain Kyle Burgess over in Port Aransas. He says they've transitioned from spring to summer patterns, and fishing has been incredible. Redfish on the edges of the flats using cut menhaden and mullet are working the best. The best numbers of trout are holding over the deep structure. The wells in Aransas Bay using live croakers has been hot. Also, the San Jose Island, surf is always a good option when the wind slicks off. Hey, if you're looking to fish Galveston or Freeport, inshore and offshore, give us a call. Offshore season's here. July and August is great for mahi, tuna, wahoo, kings, cobia, and more. Also, we have lodging at Bay's Landing. Hey, I'm Captain Greg Verm. I'll see you next time.
You can always watch our latest episode on the front page of our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com. Catch up on past episodes by clicking the archive button and learn about fishing techniques and new gear at our how-to page. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for new fishing videos every day. Simply search for Fox Sports Outdoors and click the like button on Facebook and follow button on Twitter. And watch a new episode every week on any device by downloading the free Waypoint TV app on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Nitro Performance Fishing Boats. Champions aren't born, they're made. Mercury Outboards, go boldly. And Lowrance and the new Hook 2, the world's easiest fish finder.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the Ask the Pro segment, where viewers get expert insights from professional insiders. This week's question comes from Mark, who asks, is there an exact speed required when going through a no-wake zone? For the answer, we checked with 2015 Bassmaster Classic champion Casey Ashley.
So if you're running up the lake, you come to a bridge or you come to a, where the docks come out in there and you see the sign that says no wake, idle speed only. Well, idle speed only has been told to us, is no white water. So if you've got your boat in gear and you look behind you and you're kicking up white water, then that's too fast. So basically, if you have a hot foot in your boat, you put your boat in gear and that's it. Don't touch the pedal. That's idle speed only. Now, if it gives you an actual speed limit, then you run the speed limit. But if it says idle, you basically just put it in gear and let it put.
Thank you, Casey. If you have something to ask one of the pros, visit our website and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit your question. Now let's take a look at this week's Big Catch winner.
Hey, it's time right now for this week's winner in the Big Catch of the Week contest. She's Amy Barrett of Tulsa, Oklahoma, showing off a 5-pound, 10-ounce smallmouth bass she caught at Lake Texoma, Oklahoma. And here are some bonus winners also from Lake Texoma. Sean Maynor, a 5-pound, 9-ounce smallmouth. Caleb McCready, a 6-pound largemouth. Denny Hopkins, a 32-pound blue cat. Kevin Kraus, a 2.9-pound crappie. Naki Choinam, a 25-pound striper. Brian Shirey, a 16-pound striper. And Jason Marish, a 30-inch striper. All of these fish from Lake Texoma. If you'd like a chance to be on television with your big fish photo, go to our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com. Click on the Big Catch of the Week contest on the right side of the front page and follow the instructions to send us your big fish photo. The gear that we use to catch these kingfish and the big cobia is pretty specialized. It begins with 50-pound test braided line, then a barrel swivel, and then about 2 feet of heavy wire leader. Then we used a real brightly colored skirt for some bulk and some extra flash to attract those kingfish's attention. Under that, a jig head, a lead jig head. We use cigar minnows. We put the nose of the cigar minnow right onto the hook on the lead jig head, about 8 inches more of wire leader, and then a treble hook on the back, hooked into the back of the cigar minnow for those fish that wanted to slash by without actually biting the jig head. Have you ever stopped and really thought about the kids menu at restaurants? Corn dogs, mac and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, fried fish sticks, fried chicken fingers. The most fatty, greasy, unhealthy, processed food on the entire menu is on the kids menu. And normally smart thinking people wander right up to the counter, order this crap and feed it to our kids. And then we wonder why those same kids won't eat healthy when they grow up. Kids should eat healthy just like adults should, and we have to get smarter about what we order for them at restaurants. Thanks for joining us this week from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, home of some great kingfish and cobia fishing action like you saw on this week's show. Special thanks to Captain Inglis Glover. If you'd like to book a guide trip anywhere up and down the Grand Strand, you can contact them at the information you see right on your screen. Don't forget to go to our website, click right in the middle of the front page on the free email newsletter link, and you'll get our weekly free email newsletter with lots of fishing information and lots of information about this week's episode. And we won't farm your email address out to anyone. You won't get spam. You'll just get our free email newsletter. Thanks for joining us from the coast of South Carolina. Until next week, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.